Obviously the hotspot on the laptop didn't want to work today, and the phone was giving us some very crappy connection there on the hotspot through the laptop. So, since I promised a live dissection of Cyberfrog today, we will just simply use Streamlabs OBS through the phone, which is not much better because it's a lot harder to use. And here we have Cyberfrog, the most talked about and perhaps hotly anticipated book of the year from Ethan Van Sciver and his all caps comics imprint. Although most people just refer to it as that Comicsgate book. Still taped shut. We are going to crack the case on this thing, and we're going to get inside it and see if this is worth the hype, worth the money. I'm sure it's beautifully drawn, but we'll see what the story holds for us, okay? Let's slide this puppy out. Okay. First of all, look at this cover. There's two guys on the cover, and there's a war zone. Suddenly I know everything about this story. I hate that. The cover just gave it all away. And this back cover here, absolutely no synopsis. There's nothing here to tell me what the story's about. I hate this. This is terrible. Okay, I'm joking, but we're actually going to get into the book now. So let's just peer at this and see what's behind the covers. All right, this is a beautiful book. It is not digest sized. I don't care what people say. I have taken the pictures against a digest to prove it to you that it's not. Very thick cover. It feels like there's a couple of covers in there. And oh look, Ethan signed the inside. We got the white sketch cover. So if he ever starts doing conventions again, we can line up and have a sketch put in there. And again, another thick cover there. And there's a lot of pages in here. It's not exactly graphic novel size, but it is thicker than your average comic book. We got a lot of planetary and solar disruption here. This is the story of my failure. Well, we'll see if this is a failure. This is a lot going on in here. And very quickly we get the origin of Cyberfrog, just done within a couple of pages. Who is Cyberfrog? He is the protector of Earth. Interesting fonts being done here, little alien language kind of font. Very readable though. It's not one of these alien languages where you've got to struggle with checking things out. I see a salamander there as well. I think that's going to become Salamandroid in a little while. Got some universal language syncing. Yes, your name is the Dubron Run. So, are you my mother? I've read that book. So we got some disgusted looking faces here. These should be probably ones that were provided by readers online. So you might be able to see yourself in here. You were one of the few people who were selected. And here is Heather Swain. So we're getting some recap here on how Froggy met Heather. How Froggy went a-courting. And Heather's tattoo. Tattoo actually looks much better on the printed page than it did when we saw the preview pictures. That's kind of cool. Sal and Froggy. So we had our part one. That's all kind of preview stuff here. Nice splash page here. very nice action shots. So far, good stuff. Looks very readable. I am, of course, shouting off to the side here because copyright gods. I love facial expressions. This is something Van Sciver excels at. It is facial profiles and emotional capture. This is just, his forte. Kind of, yeah. Look at that. This is what made his Green Lantern stand out. And of course, we're going to get something very gross, which we've already seen online here. Yeah. Oh yeah. She's done for. Blood is the nectar that becomes their honey. Okay. And then we got the blood honey. I'm gonna move over here and just flip around some more. And we're getting to part 3. All I'm doing is thumbing through page after page. I'm not going to show that last panel as we get into the bonus material here. Bonus material is Cyberfrog's first origin. Had a bit of a change in appearance since then. Of course, every artist grows in their capabilities as time goes on. Nice shots there. Skip. Some alternate covers. There's the team up cover in color and in black and white that we have already in this book. The 1998 cover with more colors by Kyle Ritter on it. All right, so obviously I have not read the book. This was just a open it up and go over it, look at the insides. It doesn't appear to be word heavy, so there's not this huge backstory of narrative I've got to go through. Also, it doesn't appear to be word light, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a 3-minute read that was a bunch of pretty pictures. Believe it or not, that is something you can gauge flipping through a book, and it's something that attracts readers in or throws them off if there's too many words or not enough words. You got to get that right fine balance, and it looks like Van Sciver's got that here. So that is the cracking open of the case. We have opened pages. We've gone through several of the panels. Very professionally done. This is a sturdy book. This is not, doesn't look like it's going to fall apart very, very easily. I mean, this is higher quality physically than you're going to find from your typical Marvel or DC book. The ink is not coming off my hands, not coming off the pages onto my hands, rather. If there were ink coming off my hands, then I would be the drawing, and that would really be weird. So yeah, and the pages also are of a thicker caliber. I can turn them without wrinkling them. They're not looking water damaged at all. There's like refraction from the glossy colors on them as I turn the page here. That might be why it looked water damaged in somebody else's picture when they claimed that it was awful looking. This is not awful looking. This is very nice looking here. Although I do wonder why Cyberfrog has teeth. I want an origin on that one, Ethan. I want to know why the frog grew dental material. Frogs don't have teeth, but we'll forgive that for the sake of emotional expression, right? Yes, we will. All right, so that's what's in Cyberfrog Blood Honey. If you didn't get yours, well, I'm not sure how you're going to do it now. We will, of course, read the thing now, and once we're done with that, we will get a full review out to everybody at criticalblast.com. So we hope that you'll tune in and check it out.